Last one. You sure about this? There's no turning back.
Just give me the fucking thing.
Here. Now. You are one crazy son of a bitch. So now what?
I'm gonna go back to the bar, finish my steak, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of this city. For good.
Is that right? Where are you gonna go? Nice. Well, good luck with that. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Baby, you want a date?
I couldn't afford you.
I left. No, I'm not at the doctor's. I stopped going weeks ago. Mark, stop it! Calm down! No, I'm not gonna tell you where I am.
Someone bothering you, doll? Be glad to help.
He'd wipe the floor with you. I'm not staying. Give me a gym. Neat. Jackass is taking too long. Holy shit. Are you him? Hey. I can't believe it.
Stop talking.
Whiskey for the lovely lady. How's that steak, sir? And my brother's the chef. It's seasoned with a secret family recipe.
Dry.
You're titanium.
Just focus on that drink of yours.
I totally can't believe it. I'm sitting next to titanium. You look different.
Don't call me that.
Yeah? If that's not your name, then who are you now?
It's Jacob. But there really isn't any reason why you should know that.
Then why did you tell me? No, wait. I'm sorry. Just sit with me for a second.
Let go.
What's your time worth, please?
A drink will buy you 1 minute.
Ready for another? What'll it be?
What she's having.
Fine choice. More of a wine man myself. Now, there's nothing that trumps a fine glass of Cabernet Sauvignon, especially if you've squashed the grapes yourself. There's nothing more satisfying than consuming something you worked to create.
Yeah, I love eating stuff I just stepped in. In fact, I think there's some labradoodle shit on the bottom of my boot. You want to put some of your secret family seasoning on that?
So what do you want?
I don't know. I've just never met a celebrity before.
Well, I'm not one. So, that being the case,
Stop. Bartender, another one. You were a celebrity.
look, you seem like a lovely girl, but I just don't have the time for flattery.
Yeah, where you gotta be. Nobody's seen or heard from you in years. I think it's safe to assume you don't have any soirees or bar mitzvahs on tonight's agenda.
If no one's seen or heard from me in years, what does that tell you?
That you don't want to be seen or heard?
Gotta be Princeton. Or Yale?
No need to be a prick.
That's subjective.
Come on. However many drinks you want. Stay a while.
Do you know what you're offering me, sweetheart? An hour I can drink enough whiskey to drown a giraffe.
Come on. What was it like?
Which part?
I don't know. All of it.
What's your name?
Ellie.
Ellie. Ellie, there aren't enough bottles in this shithole for all of it.
Okay, just tell me one story. You were titanium. The man of metal, the supreme guardian. You were the greatest fucking superhero in the world. You have stories. I just want to know what it was like. I'm just curious.
Just curious, huh?
Yeah, so?
A while back, a young lady, not so much unlike yourself, bumped into me in a bar. Said she wanted to get to know me. Curious, she said. No harm, I thought. Pretty face with an interest. A week later, every word I muttered ended up in the goddamn city paper. Curious young lady was a reporter.
You gonna eat that?
No, go ahead. I never eat that garbage.
Well, you should. It's one of the healthiest foods out there. It's just that I've always been a little starstruck.
Is that right?
When I was younger, me and my dad had this tradition. Every Friday night, as soon as he came home from the plant, L-Bell, let's go! Off we go to Lonnie's Video Mart on the other side of town. Best car rides of my life. Hitting the corner of Colombo and seeing that bright blue shark with the film reel in its mouth. It's the kind of excitement you only feel as a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Bartender, let's get another round.
We'd head straight for the action section. We always picked an Eastwood flick. He was both our favorites. The perfect blend of ruthlessness and cool. Nobody compared.
Clint, great actor.
Every Sunday, I would write Clint a letter, giving my opinion of his latest movie. I'd seal the letter in an envelope, and I'd make sure my dad put a stamp on it. He'd mail it for me every Monday. Sure enough, I always got a letter back from Mr. Eastwood thanking me for my support. It was those letters that first gave me the celebrity bug. Of course, years later, I realized he was really writing those letters. Poor guy. Must have spent a damn fortune on all those stamps.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta hit the head.
You coming back?
Well, I gotta hear the end of this thrilling story, don't I?
So you know that guy?
What?
The gentleman you're sitting next to. I've never seen him in here before. Or you, for that matter.
I just met him.
Well, it looks like a good person to know.
What do you mean?
Not many girls come around this part of town alone. It looks like you found a nice safety net in that big fella.
Hey, asshole! You want to know where I'm at? I'm at the Mason Jar on 78th. Drink. You want to play a game of darts?
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Why not?
Well, the truth is, I have somewhere I need to be.
Where are you going?
Okay. One game.
Great. Okay, I'll just be right back.
And somebody get me a goddamn drink. Barmaid.
Evening, fella. What's your poison?
I don't really care. Something dark and cheap. Hey, what time is it?
10.
Yeah? What day is it?
Monday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I knew that. So what are you doing in this dump? I've never seen you here before. Well, it's not like it's some kind of tourist destination, this hole. Just when a new face shows up, you can't help but be a little curious. Of course, it'd be a lot more interesting if you had a prettier face. I don't get all serious on me. I'm just messing with you.
Your drink.
But shit. Figures the first new person in here in months is gonna be another swinging dick. No offense, of course.
None taken.
Don't you worry though. One day God's gonna drop a beautiful brunette angel through that roof right into my lap. She's gonna have soft, pale skin and emerald-colored eyes. But most important of all, she's gonna drink like a goddamn Goliath grouper. Oh, what do you look for in a woman?
I don't have a type.
Ah, it's my boy. Take anything you can get, right? You right?
Sure.
Hey, what's your name, friend?
Jacob.
Jacob. Where are you from, Jacob?
You wouldn't have heard of it.
I think I've heard everything I need to hear. I know exactly who you are. Oh, you look different. But I know you're him, you piece of shit. Oh, you don't recognize me, do you? No, of course you don't, hotshot. A big bad hotshot like you wouldn't remember a little nobody like me. Ah, well, here, let me give you a little hint. See that? You ain't the only one with a key to the city. Ring any bells, hotshot?
What city is that a key to? I've got a keychain full of those things.
Of course you are the same arrogant asshole I remember you being.
If you've got something to say it. Otherwise, go ahead and march on out of here. Prepare yourself for that hangover you've got coming.
The name's Dale Rattleford. Met you on at least 3 different occasions. Sheriff of Arcane City for 26 years. Had 8 good, loyal men. The respect of the whole fucking city. Your wife with tits out to here. And then you come along with your queer, shiny tights and your all-American smile. Sneeze and a fart later. Crime is extinct. Oh, no more need for good old Dale and his boys. They fired me right along with half the Arcane City police force. Had no one left but meter maids and paper pushers. Oh, you were too good, hotshot. Made me look like a fool.
Clearly that was all my doing. Sorry about that.
Oh, you ain't sorry. You couldn't give a good goddamn hoe. Mr. Tough Guy shows up. Who starts to build a paradise for everybody, and then what? You walk away. A job half done. The minute you left, everything turned right back to shit. First you fucked me and my crew, then you fucked everyone else.
Sounds like a golden opportunity for you to get your job back then.
Don't fucking toy with me. I lost my wife, I lost my house, I lost my family, I lost fucking well everything. All my time in the sun is done. You broke me, hotshot.
Ready to play?
Oh, well, hello, beautiful. Where you been hiding her, hotshot? Oh, ain't you got a pretty mouth? What's your name, precious?
Mom didn't give me one.
Oh, pretty and a sense of humor. I like that. Oh, come on. I'm a friendly old hound. I don't bite. Oh, but I do like to lick.
Seriously, leave me alone.
Oh, seriously, huh? Well, if you want to get serious. Oh, no need to look at him, sweetheart. Hotshot don't mind.
I'm not fucking interested.
Oh, now, see, here's the thing. I ain't interested in what you're not interested in. I'm just interested in fire. Ooh, what's that?
Oh, that? Let me see. That's either my naughty new 8-inch toy. I named him Blondie. Or it's my shiny new 8-inch switchblade. I'm a pro with both, but for the life of me, I can't remember which it is. Care to find out?
Oh, you definitely got a type. You just keep your head buried deep in the sand, hotshot.
You should have destroyed it.
You should have castrated it.
I don't have a knife. Don't be sick. I can lay the bullshit like a stonemason. You ready to get destroyed at darts?
So Eastwood, not quite the guy you imagined, huh?
Are they ever? But you know what? Screw Eastwood. He couldn't have ripped that drunken asshole to shreds. He didn't have the strength of 100 grizzly bears, and he couldn't fly.
I could never fly.
What? I've read stories. I've seen news footage.
My legs propelled me to great heights and to great lengths, but it was never actual flight.
Fine, but you were exposed to that gas and it gave you the greatest powers in the world. What did you do first?
Who knows? It was ages ago.
What's so funny?
I had this neighbor who put up a totem pole on his front yard. It was the most hideous fucking thing ever. It looked like 5 midgets shitting on each other. I hated it. I came out one day and I just beat it to a pulp. And it was 1,000 pounds of solid black oak, and I pulverized it.
Were your neighbors pissed?
What were they going to do?
So your first act as a superhero was to demolish your neighbor's yard art?
I was young, my body was pumping full of hormones, it felt natural to destroy stuff.
Okay, after you got that out of your system, what did you do?
I was on my way to school one day. And I noticed a bunch of gangbangers beating the hell out of a homeless guy. And it wasn't because he had done anything wrong. It wasn't because they wanted money from him. It was just for the sheer fucking amusement of it. So I stepped in.
Romans 15:1.
Huh?
The Bible, perhaps you've heard of it? Romans 15:1. We who are strong ought to bear with the failings of the weak, but not to please ourselves.
You're religious.
I have my moments. No matter what you believe, though, the Bible's a fascinating read.
You've read the whole thing.
4 times.
Well, next time you get to talking to God, let him know we could use another flood.
Anything else I can get for you two?
No.
Couldn't help but overhear you discussing fascinating reads. You weren't talking about K.L. Abelstein's newest fantasy epic, The Trolls of Gorgamoth, were you? Released last week. Already number 3 on New York Times bestsellers list.
You know, we were. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about what was that one troll's name? The one who kept sticking his troll nose where it didn't belong. What was
Are you sure we're talking about the same book? I don't recall that particular character. What was his name?
What's your most complicated drink?
Let's see. That would be the Cosmic Twist. 2 shots of vodka, 3 shots coconut rum, 1 part vermouth, 1 part white grape juice, half a banana blended
Make me
with...
one of those, and take your time. You got a wife, Jacob?
No, I never had time to find one.
You got any family?
None that are breathing.
What's the greatest thing you ever saw?
Are you sure you're not a reporter?
Yeah. All those years traveling the world, saving people, what's the greatest thing you ever saw?
The Ridge Fall County Fair.
Some county fair?
You had your traditions, I had mine.
What do you mean?
Before the incident, when I was normal, my family was dirt poor. We didn't have any money for gifts or fancy entertainment, but every year when the fair would come to town, this was my dad's one opportunity to spoil me. Rides, games, candy apples, the works. And then one summer, a friend of mine invites me along with his family on vacation to the Golden Gardens.
That huge amusement park down by Aurora Park? How was it?
At the time, it blew me away. Castles, 10-story roller coasters, talking robots. It was like a different world. It was a dream, right? All of a sudden, the county fair comes to town. My dad takes me, and guess what?
It sucked.
It's compared to the big bad Golden Gardens, the county fair was cat pissing. It was like everything was small and slow, but here was my dad smiling and laughing and trying to have a good time. The only thing I looked forward to all year was shot to shit. Long story short, nothing amazes me anymore. Once you've seen it all, the inspiration just kind of...
So what do you suggest? We all live in a shoebox our entire lives?
Let me put it this way. Having something to look forward to will always beat what you actually find.
Fantastic ideals running through that head of yours.
Well, life has a way of altering ideals.
Is that why you quit? Is that why you quit helping people?
You know, it's questions like these that get my fists antsy.
But you're still relatively young. You've still got half a lifetime where you could make things better.
By the time I was 25, I'd done more than most people do in 10 lifetimes.
The worst sin in the world is not using the gift that you've been given. Two things that you should never take for granted. Talent and time.
I'll be sure to mark that down, Socrates.
I'm just saying, be thankful for every passing moment.
Oh, is this how you're showing your thanks? Hanging out in this shithole, standing next to me, getting tanked on cheap whiskey? Maybe you should start listening to your own advice.
You're more right than you'll ever know.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Forget it. It's just that if I was the strongest, most indestructible force in the universe, I would do everything I could to
Who the
help.
fuck do you think you are? Huh? Maybe I should start making some snap judgments. Like, what's with all the makeup and the booze? You're trying to forget who you are? Bruises, cuts. Ah, you're some street rat, junkie, whore. Ah! Gah!
About 5 years ago, I was in a high-rise on West 51st Street. It was a bad fire. A fast-spreading kind. I managed to get a few people out, and I found myself in an apartment on the top floor.
What a shithole.
Garbage piled everywhere. Roaches, dead rats scattered across the floor. Anyway, heavy smoke started rushing in, and I scanned the room, and I saw nobody, and I started to leave, but then I saw something moving across the wall. I thought it was a rat, but I don't know what made me take another step closer. It wasn't a rat, it was a premature newborn, someone left there alone to die.
Oh my God.
It couldn't have been more than 3 pounds. And these big brown eyes made up half of that. But there was terror in those eyes. She looked at me like I was the Grim Reaper, and she had just been awaiting my arrival. Well, I brought her to the hospital. They named her Abigail. And the terror never left those eyes. She didn't trust me. She didn't trust the medical staff. It was as if at 2 days old, this baby had already learned to distrust life itself. And when I walked away, I said to myself,
She just needs time to heal. She just needs time to let humanity prove itself. Well, about a year later, I'm at a party and I get a phone call. And it's the hospital. Calling to tell me Abigail's dead. They're finally nursing the baby back to health. Somebody came to claim her, said it was all a big misunderstanding. Abigail was never abandoned. So the hospital turned over the kid. A month after that, the cops found Abigail's body beside a dumpster, wrapped in tinfoil.
Monsters.
You know what I did? When I hung up the phone, I threw back another shot of bourbon, and I went right back to the party. I honestly didn't care about that little girl. I'd finally smartened up. It took me half a lifetime to learn what that little girl already knew, that humanity is just fucked beyond repair. Who's the monster now? We're all monsters.
Is that when you stop being a hero?
Life's not all that black and white.
How so?
Remember Dr. Blaze?
The guy that could run as fast as light took out that neo-Nazi terror group in Alabama a few years ago?
Yep. Loves the kiddies. Sick bastard. You must remember Diamond Girl.
Well, everybody knows Diamond Girl. She's been the biggest thing out there since you disappeared.
Seat in Congress, Time Magazine Person of the Year. Serial killer.
Get out of here.
By day, she's giving speeches on human rights. By night, ripping out people's throats.
I don't believe any of that.
With the gift of unrivaled power, any itch can be scratched, no matter how fucking twisted. And that goes for all of us.
What does that mean?
Remember that reporter I told you about?
Yeah.
I was this close to throwing her off the roof of the Cavalier Hotel. I promised her if she ever wrote another word about my existence, she'd be nothing but a dark spot on the corner of West 32nd Street.
Wow. You really hate us.
At first, I actually liked helping people. And most were grateful. But soon enough, the gratitude turned to entitlement, and then I started getting blamed for crimes I couldn't prevent. Humanity became like this sick dog, dependent on me for survival.
Maybe they should have called you the titanium pooper scooper.
Well, you know what? There's only so much dog shit one man can deal with before he starts to drown in it. Anyway, I gotta go.
Stop. Why not at least be an example for the kids? Show them that life doesn't have to be like this.
Why? Why tease them? There's only one of me, and I'm done. I'm out of here, away from this, and that's the truth.
No. The truth is we all rely on each other. Happiness, security, love. Nobody can find it alone. That's a reality you'll have to accept.
Not if I'm drunk enough.
Pathetic.
What did you say?
You know, for a guy that claims to have seen everything, you don't have much perspective.
Watch your tongue, little girl.
Why don't you put yourself in someone's shoes who hasn't just inhaled a bunch of fumes and won the lottery?
If you were in my shoes, you would see that I didn't win shit.
I'm gonna have to ask you to please lower your voices.
Piss off!
While you can just annihilate any problem in your way, the rest of us don't have that luxury. And let me make something clear to you. We're not all dogs. We don't all beg for help.
Yeah, well, with all your fucking whining, combined with these bruises, you're starting to seem more and more like a Dalmatian to me.
Fuck you.
Fuck this! I'm out of here!
You want to know the truth about my bruises? My boyfriend.
Typical. So what's the matter with you? So leave him.
I'm not stupid. I've tried. He's too persistent. He knows too many people. But anyway, I can handle myself. I always have.
Is that right?
Like you, I've got no surviving blood. My parents died when I was 15. My only sister was murdered a year ago. I work 2 jobs that barely pay the bills. Just yesterday, my AC blew out. Tough luck, huh? But you know what? I'm not crying for help or demanding vengeance. Life throws a hell of a sucker punch at you. But I have a strong chin.
Just taking it one bottle at a time, huh?
Define it how you like.
So, you say you can take care of yourself and you don't ask anybody for anything. Fantastic, but you know what? Minding your own business, hiding in your own shadow, that's just par for the course. What have you ever done for anybody else?
You see this scar here? A few years back, my sister was diagnosed with a deadly kidney disorder. A couple weeks after they discovered that I was a suitable match, I went under the knife and quickest half-pound I ever lost.
That's admirable.
Yeah, well,
Well, what?
the shit luck express keeps chugging on. In my pocket, it's my pill bottle. I take 2 dozen every day.
What are you trying to say?
Doctors thought my kidneys were healthy when they originally ran the tests. Turns out the disease can lie dormant for years. So now I have 1 shit kidney, a dead sister, and no prospective donors.
What does that mean for you?
The doctors won't give me a timetable. They say it's too unpredictable. But like I said, it's my problem.
You know, I've really got to go. I hope your luck turns around for you.
Want to sign my bar napkin before you leave?
I forgot how to spell titanium.
You know, it was nice meeting you, Jacob. I hope maybe one day you'll reconsider things.
Those days are gone. Keep an eye out for Clint, though. I hear he's still roaming the streets with that 44.
Even if you're not a hero anymore, those people that you helped are thankful, whether they realize it or not.
Thanks for trying.
Don't let the human race get you down, Titanium.
Hi there. What can I get you?
Piss off. What did I say, huh? Told you not to leave until I got back. You stupid? You just like fucking with me. You really want to play this game right now? Something you want to say? Didn't think so. Tastes like piss. Now move your ugly ass. We're leaving.
Mark, please don't.
Now.
You must be Mark.
Guess you two got something to say, huh, tough guy?
I'm no tough guy. I don't have the balls to hit women. You know.
Fucking pretty boy's got an attitude.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This isn't a place.
I'd love to see you try to make me leave.
Just when I thought you couldn't get any tougher.
You got any idea who I am?
No, I don't have a clue. But let me take a guess. You went to high school within 5 miles of here. Used to be popular? An athlete?
But mean as hell. Took a swipe at the little guy every chance you got. Got ahead by climbing over the weak. Now what?
You ready to see a new Fred get his head stomped in?
No, you never grew. You never adapted. So you just stayed here, clinging to your tiny kingdom.
Where you meet these kind of people, huh, Ellie? Huh? You see what you put me through?
Look at you, preying on women and peons. Do you think surrounding yourself by below-average individuals makes you somehow better than average?
Time for your ass stomping.
There's nothing worse than average.
Who's average now? You see what you made me do?
Average asshole.
I don't understand. I thought...
I found a radiation specialist, and he said he had a serum that would burn out all my abilities.
You sure about this? There's no turning back.
I took the last dose today. I didn't tell a soul.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
I told you I was serious about quitting.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Oh, I had some broccoli.
Jake, stay here. Stay with me. What are you doing?
I said that nothing amazes me anymore, but there's a place.
I don't understand.
It's Zihuatanejo, Mexico. It's a tiny fishing village tucked away behind miles of empty beaches. The sand is like powdered sugar, and the water's like a shade of blue you won't find anywhere else.
It sounds beautiful.
It's the closest thing to paradise I've ever found. Go. Go.
I can't go without you.
Don't argue. The bus leaves soon. And take the stub. Make sure you keep the stub. It's got your new address on.
Address?
Right on the water.
No, I can't. Not alone.
You can, and you must. Besides, there's only one thing, and you need this.
I'm so sorry. I knew that he was coming.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. After meeting you, I can now.
The cops are coming. You don't want to miss that bus.
his past, so much pain. Just pour out his flask, got him going insane. He say he gon' change again and again and again. Everybody needs superhero, superhero, superhero. Everybody needs superhero, superhero, superhero. But what if he's a woman? It's a man in the mask from his past, so much pain. Just pour out his flask, got him going insane. He say he gon' change again and again and again. Everybody needs superhero, superhero, superhero. Everybody needs superhero, superhero, superhero. But what if it's a woman, they say? I hear she calling my name. Someone tell her she won't be safe. I'm too gone today. And I swear, tell these goons